No. Okay. Yes, no, maybe episode 2 with the beautiful Natalie Rosini.
Cool. Ich hatte noch nie eine Klappe.
Ich habe eine große Klappe.
Ja.
Meine große Klappe. So.
Schön, dass ich da sein darf.
Ja, schön, dass du hier bist. Ich muss sagen, das ist eine von meinen ersten Male, dass ich jetzt Alkohol trinke nach meiner Stillzeit. Ich habe Angst.
Es wird alles gut. Man braucht diese
Schmeckt gut, aber es könnte kälter sein, ne?
Das, ja.
It's hot.
Wir sagen es dem Caterer.
Can we drink this?
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Ja.
Und ich muss an der Stelle sagen, vielen, vielen, vielen Dank, Kontrast Frankfurt. Sie haben mir geholfen, dieses Studio zu bauen und das alles auszusuchen mit diesem Sessel in dieser Love-Form.
Schön.
Habe ich ausgesucht, die haben so viele tolle Sessel in dieser Love-Form. Ist really nice und like weiblich, hat Andi gesagt. Und Blumen.
Ja,
und
wie in Mamas Schoß.
Ja, das ist ein sehr, sehr toller Laden, mein Lieblingsladen in Frankfurt für Interior Design. Danke, Contrasti. Mua. Ja, so, über was reden wir heute? Wir reden über Mothers. Oh, wir reden Deutsch.
Ja, wir können alles sprechen.
Wir können alles sprechen.
Kleiner Filmtipp auf Spanisch, Madres Paralelas von Pedro Almodóvar.
Ist irgendwas mit Muttern?
Ja.
Parallel Mothers?
Yes. And it's
Ich spreche
fantastic.
Spanisch.
It's with Penelope Cruz. And it's like all Almodóvar movies. He
Verstehe.
understands women. And that's so important because it's the future is ours.
Und ich glaube, das passt auch zu unserem Thema, weil Natalie und ich sind eigentlich 2 Career Girls und haben viel geschafft in unserem Leben, mit unserer Karriere. Und wir sind auch parallel Muttern und sehen immer noch genauso aus als vorher.
Nee.
Hallo?
Aber es ist mehr
Warum
Zeit im
nein?
Bad nötig.
Du siehst genauso aus wie vorher.
Ja, also sagen wir es so, ich fühle mich nicht wie vorher. Es ist schon,
Okay.
man ist schon sehr abgekämpft, ne?
Erzähl, warum?
Ja, Mutter sein ist anstrengend.
Ja, es
Also
ist
scheiß anstrengend.
It's anstrengend.
Hard work.
It's fucking anstrengend. Komm.
Everything you did, like traveling around the world and doing all these videos and I don't know, so many dangerous things you did, but being a mother every day, this is really a challenge for every mother
Totally.
in the world.
Especially,
Respect to all
yeah.
the mothers in the world.
Respect to all the mothers.
Yes.
Big respect to you guys. Whoever has a child and is doing it. But what do you think, like, heute, ich finde, wir haben so einen Challenge, weil Frauen heute, guck mal, das sind in der 50er, die Frau hat ihre Arbeit gehabt, ihr Job war, zu Hause zu bleiben, auf die Kinder aufzupassen, kochen, aufräumen, der Mann hat gearbeitet und alles war so.
Moment. Die Frau hat gearbeitet und der Mann hat eine andere Arbeit gemacht.
Okay. Und
Das
wie findest du
muss
das?
man schon so definieren, weil es ist nie definiert worden. It's always been like, okay, you're not working, you're at home. Sounds so fantastic,
Yeah.
and it's not like that. Sometimes you wish you were in a Steuerbüro.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think, like, in comparison to today? Like, I find that we have to do all of this, plus have this really insane, because of our society, this insane need to look good, to look young, to compete somehow with this staying good looking, to have a career and to take care of the kids and to take care of the house and to be a perfect wifey and to be like a goddess in bed and to and you know, it just sometimes I'm just so tired, you know. What do you think of that?
I think, yeah, sometimes I think everyone gets in this trap sometimes and sees Insta photos from other mothers where you think, okay, why am I living in this chaos? And how does she do it that everything looks fantastic, the children are all dressed up and everything, and I live in a mess, so how do they do it? Sometimes everyone falls in this trap. But then sometimes I think, okay, what am I showing my daughter? She's 5 years old now. and what do I want her to learn or to aim for. And I want her to be self-confident, and I want her to be someone who doesn't want to impress others. So, and this is something that sometimes we have to learn as well. And if there is someone I want to impress, then it's my children with the Pfannkuchen I'm making for them, or when we, like now we had Halloween, and we made these Halloween pumpkins, and my children were impressed by their goddess of mother, who looked like shit in her pajamas, but she did all these crazy pumpkins, and this is really the important thing. And all the other things is like, okay, what people think of you. No one will ever be, if someone is already like getting near to you, criticizing or looking critical, then he won't be satisfied with anything you do. So you can't impress these people. You can't impress Instagram. There will always be someone who's doing better, who's looking better, so just leave it. Insta is for fun.
I think you're very advanced in the way you think, because there's a lot of people who are stuck. Like, I know myself, I find myself sometimes looking at other girls or other mothers in the Instagram profiles. I'm like, oh my God, how are they so together? What, they are so perfect and together. And, you know, my hair is like this, and I have like a kid hanging in like, I don't know, milk, puke, and the house is popping at the seams. And I think, how, you know? I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting to where you are. I'm on the way there. I got to the point where I realized, like, schön kann jeder, you know? Everybody could be beautiful, and everyone could look perfect on Instagram. Everyone could use a very nice filter. You could take a Photoshop course. It's very easy to look perfect on Instagram.
I'm waiting for my daughter to show me, because I can't.
You know, but the realities, we don't know what's going on there. The real realities, nobody is that perfect and made together, unless they have like 5 people working in their households, like a butler, a maid, a nanny, a cook.
This is something very funny I learned when I was like, okay, I'm not doing this well. I have 2 children now. This is totally crazy. This is
You don't look like you have 2 children, girl. Like, you look fantastic.
Yeah, because I'm running all day behind them. This is the secret.
You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go.
No, I don't have time. And I can't take them with me because they won't let me in anymore.
I hate the gym.
Yeah, no.
I hate sports.
Go running in the woods, that is nice.
Yeah.
So, but I think, what was I speaking about?
I don't know, I forgot.
Alcohol.
About, okay, we have to say we don't sleep at night. We wake up every 4 times a night we wake up to breastfeed.
Yes.
We were saying something about the Photoshop and the perfect women, and you need to have cooks and cleaners and this and this at home.
This is something, sometimes I get advice because I say, oh, this is so much for me, and I think I'm not coming to an event or something. I'm not coming, I need some time for me and for my partner, and just watching Netflix, and, you know, and then they say, you can't leave being yourself, and please don't let this new role eat you up and all this.
Really?
And this is always advice from
single people? No.
Women who have a nanny or an au pair girl or both, and they have all the help in the world, and I'm doing all this shit alone.
I'm doing all this shit alone too.
Yes.
Actually, my single friends are more understanding than those girls.
Yes, and men are more understanding.
Yeah.
And you will see when Lily gets in the kindergarten, you will see this. This is like, I'm always remembering these scenes with at Desperate Housewives. Brie Vandekamp making cupcakes just to get her daughter into some group.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah. And it's also toxic, and it's also, and it's sometimes it's like that. Most times it's very nice, and they do nice things, but there are always people criticizing or thinking that someone is not going well. So you just have to just look at your child, and you will feel like a star, because they love you.
Yeah.
Your children love you.
Unconditionally, as you are.
And they are your greatest fans. So just how you look for others is not important. When you show my daughter, I was like watching TV, and there was like a chart show or something. And then there came Boy George.
Oh, I love Boy
Karma
George.
Chameleon. So my daughter loves this song, and all mothers will or all parents will understand what I mean. My daughter has a Tony box, which is like a radio for children, and you can
It's
put
there on the window.
you have a Tony box as well. Okay.
Should we show the Tony box for the people who don't know?
Tony box is fantastic.
Who's
Yes,
a
show
Tony?
it.
But what is a Tony box?
A Tony box is like it works with what is it called?
Magnet?
Yeah, with a magnet, but was ist denn das? Das ist so ein
USB?
USB stick. It's a USB stick inside a little figure, and there you can put stories, Märchen, all that things inside.
By the way, we're talking about this because we like it. We're not sponsored by
We
them
love it.
or
We love it.
anything.
Because
it's not a commercial. We actually really love this product.
So, and there's one Tony, there you can put your own stuff inside.
You know what our Tony has? That you could put your own stuff inside? The first song is a techno song.
You see? And our first song is Karma Chameleon by Boy George. And the other song is, my daughter is very, very into the 80s and 90s, is George Michael, Wham! Yeah.
Okay.
We have exactly the same.
But we didn't record it well. So Lily gets to hear techno as her first song.
So, but what I wanted to say is that my daughter saw Boy George and she said, okay, is it a girl or a boy?
Ah,
And I asked, is it important? No, I think he looks nice.
Nice.
And I love the hairstyle, and then she did the hairstyle as well. And I explained to her that it's a boy who likes to look like a girl, but he doesn't want to be a girl, but there's also boys who want to be girls. So we came into this, it was very interesting for her for weeks, that she was always asking. Then there is a case there was a case in the USA about a boy named Coy, and he was a transgender boy. He wanted to be a girl.
How old was he?
He was, when all came up, I think he was 4 or 5.
Oh, and
So-
he already knew it at such a young age.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
And this was also something that was really interesting for her. But she was interested in everything, but without judging. And without saying, or a boy who's wearing girls' clothes. So, and we have a generation, what I wanted to explain is, we have a generation who is growing up without prejudice. They are totally agreeing in that we have to change some attitudes against women, against gay people. We have to
Accept diversity.
we have to be more careful with how we are speaking about people. We can't say any words which were totally okay in former times. They were not okay, but for the people they were okay. And now they are not okay anymore. And these people who are fighting for calling something like it always was called, das haben wir immer so gemacht. This sentence is something, this is the people we have to leave behind.
In German, that means like we always did it that way.
Yes.
But
Like we always said the N-word.
Yeah.
We always, but it's
Ridiculous.
not, it's what you want to hear. No, it's not.
ridiculous.
And it's always, when I do something or when I say something and there's only one person who feels uncomfortable with it, then I have to change something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because this person in this moment is the most important listener to me. So
Absolutely. So basically, you're saying that as mothers, we have a big social responsibility to raise our children right.
yeah.
Um,
And especially, not especially, but the girls. If a girl is cute and she's doing something good, it's always like, oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, she looks so beautiful.
yeah.
And it's all about the looks. And with my daughter, she's so cute. And everyone was always saying, oh, she's so cute, she's so beautiful, es tan guapa, tan bonita. And there was never this, she's doing that well. Oh, Oh,
so intelligent,
see,
so
yes,
clever, so
this,
smart.
the clever, intelligent
Yeah.
thing, the tough thing is
Yeah.
always with the boys.
Yeah. I mean, it's still happening. I mean, you said that you could already see at a young age that your daughter's in kindergarten, right? She's already kindergarten age. And you already see a tendency at that age that the girls are already starting to get influenced by, oh, how important it is to look beautiful as a
Yes.
woman. And I mean, this is like, think about it, at the age of 5.
Yes,
This is already seeping in to their heads.
yes.
Why? How? Is it? It's from the parents. It's the parents. No,
It's
it's the
not-
parents
no.
telling the children. Is it the child's play in the kindergarten? Where do you think it comes from?
Well, for example, my daughter has, there are 2 young girls working there. They are doing their practices now. They are studying this educational thing, and I think they are 20 years old or 18, I don't know. And they are 2 very beautiful, cool-looking girls, and they are like role models for the girls. But the cool thing is, there was another one. She has now switched to university, but every girl is missing her. And this is the thing I wanted to say. We have to grow our children open for everything, because they were 3. One of them is a bit chubby, but she's so cool, and she can do so many things. She's always painting the girls with
Face
body
paint.
painting,
Yeah,
also,
very
like they
cute.
make cats of them, and so she's very cool. The other is wears braids, so this is also very cool. So all the girls want to have this. So it's not about it's about the people who are near them. And there was another girl, and she was the coolest of all, because she can read so well. She reads the stories so nicely. She does the different voices, and she's wearing a hijab. But no one ever got to think about why. It's just a normal thing.
Yeah,
She's wearing
of
this,
course,
and she's
yeah.
part of
Yeah.
the whole thing. So the only ones who have a problem with this are these people that we have to leave behind.
Yeah.
So children, all prejudice, all things that later become also hate and all that.
But it is the parents
is
then.
an
The children
educational.
hear
It's
it.
parents.
They hear it
it's-
at home, right?
They hear it at home,
They
yes.
hear it at
and
home.
also in these institutions, you have to look in which institutions you have your children. I'm very, very glad that we have our this is a katholischer Kindergarten from the Catholic Church.
Okay.
But in the Pride Month, they had the Pride flag there.
That's very
And this
progressive.
was also something my daughter asked, Regenbogen, unicorns, and what is the meaning? And I explained it, that all people are the same. And this was so cool for her. Now she loves this flag.
Excellent. You're doing an excellent job, Natalie. You're really an inspiration.
No, I
You're a
think,
very good mother.
I think I have
Take that compliment from me.
Okay,
You
thank
have
you.
to take it. You have to just no and if or but. You're a good mother. And I was very impressed. I remember when Natalie had her first child, I was still single and running around crazy, partying and stuff. And I will never forget that. You were kind of an inspiration for me, because you did it like so. You had your kid. You did it like so nonchalantly, so cool. Like it was flowing, you know. And I'm like, well, yeah, she could do it. It's inspirational. I think I could do it too. Like, it gave me power to try it. I've always wanted a kid, but you know, I mean, I waited as long as I could, partied as long as I could, went as crazy as long as I could. But you were an inspiration. Now you're doing it great with 2 children. Like, to me, looks flawlessly. I know it's not flawless. I know there's a lot of work, a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights, but you're pulling it off well. Like, very, very proud of you. And not just because you're my friend. I'm proud of you as a woman, you know? It's not easy. Being a mother is tough.
Yes, but I'm always thinking of, there were so many mothers who had, or there are still, we are so privileged, you know. There are people
of course.
in conflict areas in the world. There are
very
people who
privileged.
don't know how to feed their children. There are people, in such sad circumstances. And when I think of my mother, who also had like so many problems, and they had no money, But being a mother is like, I was a mother when I saw this positive test.
Wow.
I removed everything toxic from my life.
Yeah.
It was like
I remember
1 hour before I smoked a cigarette.
Me too.
And I was like,
Me
okay,
too.
this, and since then,
I didn't even need a goodbye cigarette. When I saw the test,
no.
I went like, boom.
No. You don't do that.
Oh, that was the best day of my life.
And this is also something, it's also okay to say, I don't want to be a mother. And this is something, this is really important because this is something I hear a lot now, that women are always defined by that, and she never became a mother, maybe that's why. Why what? Are you asking men, and when are you becoming a father?
Nobody does that.
No. So it's totally okay.
Can I tell you a little skit that I have in my head? It takes a few minutes. Like, basically, this is society. You start from when you're single. I'm talking from my own experience. This is all my own experience. I was single, and then my friends or my mom or friends. Actually, my mom was okay. She never harassed me. She didn't break my balls for this. But it was friends like, you're still. Oh, okay, yeah, you're still single. Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll meet someone soon, and everything will be okay. Don't worry. So, lo and behold, I met Andy. Great. We started dating. And we were together, and then another set of friends or people I saw on the street or frenemies or acquaintances, like, oh yeah, you guys are still dating. Okay, you're dating. Yeah, well, I'm sure.
I remember one call I did, huh?
Wait, let me finish. Keep that in your head. Oh, I'm sure you'll get married. Yeah, everything will be fine. Lo and behold, 1 year later, we got married. Other friends I meet on the street, like, oh yeah, you're married. Oh, hey, how old are you? Oh wow. It's like, oh, what? You don't want to have kids? Like, did you think of having kids? Oh, you don't have to have kids. It's okay if you don't have to have kids. You'll be fine. Okay, fine. Got pregnant, had a kid. Did it. Another set of friends. This is not a joke. I walk in the street like, oh yeah, you have one kid. Well, oh, you look very good. You're skinny again. You look very good. But of course, you're not stressed. You only have one kid.
Why do we have to be skinny?
Of course you're not. Yeah, fuck, that's a whole other topic. Oh, you just have one kid, but you don't want to have any more kids. Are you sure just one kid? Oh, yeah, maybe you don't have to have another kid, but maybe you'll have another kid and you'll be happy, whatever. It's like, fuck you. Yes, I got a boyfriend. I married him. I got pregnant. I had a kid. Leave me alone. And there's this big social pressure, and it's usually from women, and it drives me nuts. Like, honestly, this is one of the things that drove me nuts so much, and I want to hear about the call you had. So that's what I had to say.
No,
terrible.
I did a call I told you. I think I was drunk because I was like in the middle between the two children, and I was like, and I saw that you were so happy with this man, and I called you and I told you,
you
grab this.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah. And you told me not. You were very smart because you're like, don't take him too much out there. And you know who also told me this, Petra? A few months ago, she said,
because
don't
we love you.
Yeah, don't take him everywhere because you know what? Not everyone wishes good for you.
Yes.
My mom says that too, by the way. You guys are not the only ones who say that.
That's why
don't show off the guy too much.
Some cultures wear like an eye, to keep the bad.
Yeah, I have one tattooed on my shoulder.
Yeah.
If anyone gives me an evil eye, I'll be like,
yeah.
But you know what? I am not like in the beginning, I had tendencies a little bit where I would hear jealous, would be there jealous and this and that. And then I saw the girls looking at my guy and be like, actually, that's a compliment. I chose well and this and that. But throughout our relationship, the more we're together, the more he showed me love. And then after our baby and this and that, like our foundation, like the marriage grows and grows and grows. Of course, you have fights and misunderstandings, but
and with children,
it grows and grows. But our bond has become so strong that I don't feel jealous anymore. Like I don't like. Of course, sometimes here and there a little bit, but I don't have that fear anymore that some other woman will take him away from me. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly, or maybe I trust so much in our love.
No, you're just relaxed and just
maybe I'm just relaxed.
Enjoy it's something that
I'm fucking relaxed. Can't you see?
Just relax and just enjoy what you have.
Yeah.
And this is something that all the views from outside, okay, this is very stupid because we are filming this and because we are doing a podcast.
We're filming this?
Yes.
What the
so
fuck? No
I
one
guess.
told me.
So and the thing is, today everyone is like a public person, and you are a public person. So it will always it will always be like,
you think
okay,
I'm not a public person. I'm a designer. I write everywhere. I'm a designer. I'm a diploma designer.
yeah, but it's
you know,
and it would be a lie if you said, I don't care if people don't like me. You want to be liked. Everyone wants to be loved.
Everybody wants to be liked.
So, but what I said before, I think we really have a generational conflict, and we really have to leave behind all these people who still see in women all these former roles of a mother, of keeping the house clean, of
cooking. Like I cannot cook
or having
at all.
having a career, but brief, and then having children, and then stop it all, and then I don't know why, then buying a Thermomix and being a good mother. So this is all so stupid. This is all thinking in these stupid roles, and then you see these new generations. You see new, for example, in my me time, sometimes I'm.
When do you have time for me time? Can you tell me? I need to have some too.
When Pablo, my son, is in the mini kindergarten and my daughter is in the kindergarten, then I have like 1 or 2 hours in the morning. I take a shower and I make a nice breakfast with marmalade and butter and toast and have a nice coffee.
Nice.
With Hafermilch. I'm just getting all the milk products off my life. You know,
milk is nasty. I never drank milk.
It's evolution. It's like I'm learning also from this new generation. That's what I wanted to explain. And sometimes I watch Netflix series. And I'm a real fan of Sex Education.
Sex Education?
Yes, I love it.
I didn't start that yet. It's good.
It's with the fantastic Gillian Anderson.
I love Gillian Anderson.
She's the best. And it's about this generation of young people who know so much more than we did. Because we were so hedonistic. We were so...
Yes, we were.
We were. And we had other role models.
Here, cheers to that.
We were smokers, we were drinkers.
Smoking.
And today you have so many children who are already vegetarians and who care
They don't smoke anymore. I don't see like
they don't smoke.
And stuff.
They don't smoke. Now in these Corona times,
what's wrong with them? They don't drink. They don't smoke.
During the lockdown, there were so many shitty people who were still in the restaurants. You know, I know that they were. So, but the young people, they were like meeting at the playgrounds,
in the park.
keeping the distance, listening to music, dancing a bit, keeping the distance. Playing this role they had in this constellation, which was really weird for them because they are losing time. We are not losing any time anymore. So we could behave better. Yeah. And I see this generation and I love them. And I'm just repeating, we have to leave these old things behind. When I saw the inauguration of President Biden, when I saw this poet who was reading this wonderful poem, this Amanda Gorman, when I saw that this is possible, that such a young girl, such a young woman, we always talk about girls. No one speaks about boys when it's about men.
I don't mind being called a girl.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like also disrespectful, you know? She's a woman who has written a poem, and it's in the inauguration of a president, and she deserves some respect. So this would never, I think, this never would have happened here in Europe, that a girl so young, so unknown, that she would have had this chance.
It's the old world.
It's the old world. And we have to be the new world. We need the new world. You see what is happening now with this pandemic. Yeah. It's like a call from nature. Please change.
Wake up. You know, it's interesting that you're saying this, to leave the old things behind. Like, my husband is 7 years younger than me. And my husband is exactly that different generation is between me and our children. So Andy's that middle generation. And I see how much different he is. Because I used to date only older guys. Love dating the older guys. And before Andy, I had another boyfriend who was younger than me, 4 years. And Andy is younger, 7 years. And I see how
My
much...
father is 10 years younger than my mother.
Siehst du?
Was, yeah.
And I see how much different, like how Andy thinks, you know. Andy doesn't think at all like my ex-boyfriends. Andy is like so modern in his way of thinking and stuff, like, and it's so light and refreshing. It's such a fresh breath of air, you know. And I see that, like you're saying, this tendency, and it's going that way, like this kind of old Stone Age way of thinking. It's dying out. It doesn't have place anymore. Like, it's winning out. It's slowly they're being weeded out, you know. And I think that if we come back to our topic of being mothers, I think being mothers in today's day, it's actually kind of nice, because like I take care of Lily the whole day. I run around with her here. I don't have a nanny, but I still have a chance to do my career. Like, when I put her to sleep at 7, I go and I cut my videos that I shot on the weekend.
Don't you fall asleep?
I do. Oh God, Natalie,
Yeah.
I do. Like, no amount of concealer. Like, I don't know, if you guys know a very good concealer, please write it in the comments below. I can't. I'm perpetually tired. But you know, I have a chance to, when I put her down, I have a chance to lie down on the couch and sleep for 2 hours. Or I have a chance to like work on my website, to update everything, to do my posts, to do my videos, you know, and I do it, and I want to have a career.
Yeah, and you know what? This is
Yeah.
something that I discovered as well, because when it got all too much for me, with writing and with doing other jobs, and my partner always saying, you don't have to.
Yeah,
I
you
earn
don't.
enough money, you
Yeah,
don't have to do
yeah,
this. You
yeah.
can just do this because it's a hard job. He doesn't say you don't have to work because this is...
Yeah, you can answer, yeah.
No.
Yeah, but it's nice.
But then when I see...
it's very
like,
supportive.
One
you have
year
a good
ago,
partner.
No, one week ago I had... I was directing a photo shooting for a big client. It was very important,
nice.
and it was very opulent, and I had to make the choice of all the jewels and all the accessories, and I had all on the floor, and my daughter was coming, and she was so impressed. And then I thought, okay, there is a reason why I do this. It's not for me anymore, because I have seen everything, I have done everything. I could really calm down. I could really slow down and say, okay, I don't have to take all this responsibility anymore. But then when my daughter says, I'm going on a shooting, and she's playing me,
Oh, that's very
then
cute.
I say, okay, this is cool.
You should take her with you.
Yeah, sometimes I did, and she
Yeah.
was always making friends with the models.
Yeah.
Now at these times it's a bit
Well, it's
difficult.
difficult, of
Yeah,
course.
but you know, she has a cool mom.
Yeah,
This is important.
it's important.
She's doing something cool, and this can be also, I don't know, baking bread or cleaning up rooms. It's just you do something from the heart.
Basically, we're not shaming if you want to be a mom, or some people say today, you're just a mom. No, you're not just a mom. Being a mom is hard work. So you could be just a mom and do your mom stuff, and it's great.
For me, it's like
Yeah.
doing some other work or being here now. It's
It's
like,
so great
like a
that
holiday.
you're here. It's a holiday for me too, because husband and baby are gone to the parents-in-laws. I don't think I haven't been without husband and baby for 9 months. I've been without husband because he works during the day. But without husband and baby, this is my first time here. Oh, let's cheers to that.
Oh,
Do you
Moment.
hear? Silence.
Ich habe schon ausgetrunken.
Ja, dann mach mal mehr. I mean, God knows, like, I will miss them in an hour, but it's nice to be just sitting here with my friend and chatting. Yeah, that's the good thing about this podcast. It gives me a chance to just chat with friends and be back into, cheers, darling. Be back in reality.
On our mothers,
Yeah.
also. All
our
the mothers
mothers.
that are not here anymore.
To all the mothers that are not here anymore and their mothers.
You
to
know
all the
what?
mothers.
My daughter looks like my mother. And my daughter really looks like my mom. And this is so, because my mom passed 4 years ago now. And my
I
father is
remember.
still so sad. He's still so sad and so much missing her. And he spends so much time with my daughter. And sometimes he's like laughing and crying at the same time
Oh, because he
because
sees
she
her.
makes everything. She has the same. She's like monk. She
Oh.
puts everything in order, or
Yeah?
she has the same expression.
Oh no. She
She's-
puts things in order? How did
Yes.
you get that to happen? Teach me.
She puts things in order that she thinks are necessary, but
So she
then
cleans up?
when I tell her that to tidy up her room or
Yeah.
something, she doesn't.
Oh,
she,
yeah, okay.
She puts things in order that
Okay.
she thinks that are, she would now grab these flowers and put
Just
them in
as-
order. I don't know.
But she looks a lot like you.
Does she?
Yeah. I find she looks a lot like you. You guys have like, yeah, like a J-Lo, you know? Frankfurt's J-Lo, but hotter.
But I think J-Lo has a nanny.
I think she has a
And
nanny
makeup
for
artist
every
and
day of
many
the week.
extensions.
I
and-
think she has a nanny for her nannies. But I love J-Lo.
But I
she's
don't
so
want to
beautiful.
criticize her because she's really cool.
She's beautiful. I mean, how does she look like that? She looks like she's 20. You know, she has mantras all over her house. She has like pillows with like. I'm
Yeah, she's
youthful,
very.
I'm
I think
beautiful.
she's like
Spiritual.
she's very spiritual. I think she also thinks of this or believes in this Santeria thing.
What is the Santeria thing?
Santeria. I think it's also about the holy people or the ghosts or something. It's very Latin.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
know. Yeah.
Can you tell
She's
us?
very
Explain a
Latina.
little bit?
I don't know. But my daughter, for example, she loves Frida Kahlo.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was on Halloween, no?
And
Frida
she
Kahlo.
was on Halloween and
Very
she
cute.
wanted to
Yeah.
visit my mother
Oh yeah.
on the grave
Yeah.
and put some presents there
Very cute.
because I think she feels like a Mexican. We don't have any Mexican roots, but
Dude, you don't know. Did you do that the test, the DNA test? I want to do it for a while already.
it would be very interesting.
We should do this.
Yeah.
I wanna do
My
it.
mother had like roots from the Philippines. That's why we are so like a bit Asian.
I could tell. I could see it on your face.
Yeah,
a
but
little.
and my father is Italian from Abruzzo, so
Abruzzo.
yes.
What did you teach me today? Vaffanculo.
Vaffanculo, not
Vaffanculo.
what did
Just
you say?
I said maffanculo.
No,
No.
Vaffanculo.
How could I? I've been walking around
Go to
the
the ass.
streets saying maffanculo. They probably thought I'm an idiot. Couldn't you tell me
Probably.
earlier?
Probably.
Anyways, girls, so what for me it's also very interesting. Let's talk a little bit about love, you know? Like,
Love life doesn't exist anymore. With 2 children, it's impossible. I don't know
I don't
how
know.
they make 3. I think
don't
it's
know.
fake. It's all
the fake, they bought it.
they
bought
buy
the kid.
them. It's like a giveaway from baby one or from.
Like, how important when you're like, let's talk to our mothers that've been together with their dudes for a while. Like, how do they, can we give them some advice to spice up a little bit their life, you know, their love life? I think date nights are important, right? Do you guys do date nights? We don't do them yet.
Date nights.
don't have
It's also like an Insta thing.
Yeah?
I don't like.
It's like
these-
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, no, I love Valentine's Day.
I love
I'm the
Valentine's Day
only
too.
person who loves it in my family.
No, I
They
love
always-
it too.
No, they also
I
forget
even
me.
force Andy to buy me a present every year.
You have to force him. I have to
Don't
force
force.
Jan as well, but I don't know.
I'm like, and you know what? You know what's good about Andy and I? I always tell him what I want. I always send him a link. I'm like, that's what I want. Because I'm the kind of person, I know what I want, and I don't want to be surprised by like some random fucking hairpin that I'm like, what? Like, who's going to wear that? Like, I need for him to buy me stuff that I like. It's bad, no?
I want
I'm a
sleep.
slave driver.
I want sleep.
Yeah, I want sleep. But yeah, so how do we, I don't know, like I find it very difficult with the baby. Well, she's only 9 months, so we haven't really gotten a chance to go away on a romantic evening alone yet. I haven't left her with my
But
parents
there are
alone
so many
yet.
romantic moments.
Yeah, many
Isn't-
romantic moments.
And isn't it romantic also that sometimes when she's fallen asleep
Yeah, we go on
and
the couch.
you are both in your pajamas and you find something on TV that is nice, which is really difficult, but on Netflix,
Yeah.
and you're just enjoying the moment
Yeah.
That is also romantic.
And then you realize...
And all the sex stuff and all this is coming back someday.
And then you realize you've been watching Squid Game until 3 a.m. and your baby's going to wake up in 3 hours.
You are watching this?
I already finished it. It's great. No, it's not great. Okay. That's a whole other show. That's a whole other show.
I'm if so many people like it, then I'm not saying
it's
okay,
very
they
bloody
are all,
and gruesome.
But it's so, for me...
Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's a little bit ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But you know, there's a lot of young people that are maching it nach.
Yeah.
Maching it nach.
Maching it nach. But watch Sex Education.
Yeah.
It's new people, but old music. It's so nice. It's
So
all
I have
the
to
Sex
watch
Pistols and Ramones and all that old music. And it's all English look. It's not American. It's not that glossy. It's no YouTube Kardashian girls. Nothing. It's very English.
YouTube Kardashian girls. I know, it's like...
You know that the Kardashian era is over? I read
so
that.
you mean they're not all going to look the same anymore on Instagram?
It's really over. The new generations want to...
They all look like, you know, the eyebrows
have
and the
more heritage. They want to be more classy. I read that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's really...
I don't know, I just
There
think...
are tutorials for eyebrows and for lips and for duck faces. And
honestly, my friend who's...
you have a daughter, so be
my friend who's a
prepared.
plastic surgeon told me that, this is no joke, young girls come to him, 20 years old, and they're like, can you please make me look like this filter on Instagram?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I visited...
It's scary.
I visited a friend of mine. She has
scary.
a daughter. She was like 12 or 13 years old. And she showed me her room because she had new, I don't know, I think she had a new bed or something. And she showed, and I said, oh, and she had like, at the Moulin Rouge with the lights, she had like a garderobe, like a boudoir.
Wow.
With all the lights, and she had like
I don't even have
the
that.
GHD styler and everything put on there.
Wow.
And I said,
Already
okay,
preparing
this
your
is-
child to
okay,
be a
this
beauty
is-
queen.
This is like really like a table at the for a show for Madonna,
But I
for
don't
Lady
think that's
Gaga.
good.
And I said, okay, and this is your what? Is this
think
your
that's
table? Ja, das ist mein Hausaufgabentisch. And I said, but
What?
where do you do your homework? And it was like
That's interesting.
this space for the books, and the
everything
rest
else for the
was
styling.
makeup, styling.
How old is the daughter?
And she was 12 or 13.
Okay,
And-
you see,
And
I
there's
was judging
and
right now.
there's
It's not
another
good.
thing, but we have to be prepared because our daughters are growing up with
Lily's
these.
not going to have a makeup table at 12. She's going to have a makeup table at 20.
Have you seen that all the
Nine.
girls, when you see them going
Yeah.
to school,
Yeah.
they are not having Schulranzen or Rucksäcke anymore.
Yeah.
They are all wearing
Yeah,
totes.
I know.
And sometimes
I
it's
know.
really
I'm so scared.
Louis
Like,
Vuitton or
I'm not ready.
Gucci.
Oh my God.
And it's something that I
Yeah.
really find disgusting.
I have a rule with Andy. We have like absolutely zero designer stuff until Lily works and earns her first money. Like, I'm not going to buy her some Dior or like Chanel. Like, nothing against Dior and Chanel. I love Chanel, okay? But I work hard for it. Do you know how long I have to work to buy? Like, it took
I
me
don't want my daughter to
ages.
know what Chanel is.
Yeah.
She knows who Coco Chanel was
Yeah.
because we have a fantastic book. It's
Well, Coco Chanel is. I have a love-hate. I mean, you know.
she was a Nazi.
Yeah, Coco Chanel is.
She was a great
Yeah.
designer, but she was a bad person.
Very bad person.
So,
yeah.
who's sleeping with Nazis is not our friend.
Yeah, to save her ass though, but still. I mean, yeah.
Frida Kahlo is much better role model.
Yeah,
I
she's
think.
a much better. Yeah.
No, but I have a book where all these women, it's bedtime stories for
Wow.
good
I think this
girls
is the
or
first time
something.
I felt buzzed in like a year and a half.
Yeah. And I want my daughter to know who Coco Chanel was and not what Chanel is or what a label is. Or if you give a child the choice, you know, I see these Insta mothers who have they have a 3 or 4 year party. You calculate and you see that it's 12,000, 15,000 euro that they are spending on a child's birthday, and nothing is self-made.
For adults, I guess.
And And you know what your child will remember? All the
things you're not allowed to touch.
all the Kuchenguss and all that was sticking on you while you were doing all the stuff with your child by your own, and not ordering everything from a catering. And if you give your child the choice of saying, I want this Elsa and Anna and Olaf shirt for 14 euro from H&M,
Yeah.
or I want this Givenchy from Füller, nothing against it. But children don't understand this. And this is good
But they
that
don't know
they
what
don't.
the hell they're wearing, you know. You could put them in a kartoffelsack and tie
And
like
they
a string
will-
around
and
them.
they-
It will look cute.
And they will always
Yeah.
they will always make it look disgusting if they have chocolate
yeah.
muffins or something.
little pukey
So it
pukey.
makes no difference.
But I do have to say, for example, if Lily comes to me and she's like, yeah, if she likes Chanel, for example, or if she likes Dior, and then she's like, I want these boots, I won't say, no, these boots are bad. I'll be like, no problem. Let's do some work for them. Let's fly to these jobs with mommy. Maybe let's help do mommy the camera. Mommy's going to teach you how to cut. Like, I had to teach myself all the programs, all the cutting programs. But like, I produce things myself. Like, I don't know if a lot of people know that. I'm also in charge of the production. She would help me with this and this
But
and
maybe
that. Maybe I would even get a nice job for her. And you know, peu she would see, you have to work, probably at that age, 1 or 2 months to save 2,000 euros. And I'll be like, Lily, you worked for your whole summer. Do you want to take everything you worked for this whole summer and buy one pair of boots with it? Think about it. And I think most likely she will say no.
you hope.
Yeah, I hope. She's not getting a cell phone like
But I think
kids with
it
these
starts,
iPhones.
It starts before. I think
it starts with our education.
the priorities have to be different.
It starts with us saying no. It starts with us saying no, you're not going to get that. No, you don't need this. No, simple stuff. You know, simple stuff.
The most important thing
Oh, I have
that
to
is-
sneeze. Do people cut out sneezes from podcasts?
I don't know.
I'm not going to cut this off. Gesundheit.
Jesus.
Спасибо.
And I think the most important thing you can do with your child is educate it. And the most important thing I am doing now with my daughter, and she's addicted to it, reading.
Yeah, nice. What are you reading?
Oh, we love E.B. White, Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web, yeah.
It's beautiful, and it's
Cool. Yeah.
it's also the author of Stuart Little.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice because it's, and we also love Dr. Dolittle. The classic story.
Yeah, very cute. Very
And then in Germany we have Ottfried Preußler, we have Räuber Hotzenplotz. It's fantastic.
I don't know any of the German literature.
It's
like
fantastic.
you have to send me tips, girl.
I hate all the Märchen. I don't like them.
You know why? Because they all the princesses need a prince to save them and rescue them.
And there's one.
Why?
This is also
we don't need
one
a prince to rescue us.
There's also one thing that.
Who started this? Who said the prince has to rescue the princess?
And it was also like the
princess rescues the prince.
King tells this girl she has to make gold out of
the hay. Yeah, she has to
Yes.
spin it.
And if she does it,
They kill her.
then he marries her. If she doesn't, then he kills her. And I've asked my daughter, okay, is this
What an opportunistic
I wouldn't
man.
marry him. Right answer. So
Yeah,
this
sehr
is so Rotkäppchen or
Why
all
don't
these-
you write? Like, you're such a good writer. Like, you are the best writer I know. Why don't you write a vernünftige Märchen? Aufgabe. Here, we meet again here in 1 year and you read us your Märchen. How the princess
We are already doing
kicked.
this.
Oh, okay.
Now we are, yeah.
All right. I didn't know. I'm a psychic.
Yeah, but we're writing together, my
princess
daughter
kicked.
and me, and I'm also like, doing some, and it's really
I
about.
know. This is you.
But it's also about children's literature because I learned so much about it. And really, Astrid Lindgren, for example, Pippi Langstrumpf was a feminist. She's really cool.
She
And
looks cute as well. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. Very. I like her because she didn't care about.
and she doesn't give a shit
No
on
standards,
what
yeah.
people are thinking of. Why are you wearing these big shoes? And she says, because I can't move my toes.
Yeah,
And that's it. That's the answer.
yeah.
And
Punkt.
that has to be enough.
That has to be enough.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
But the Malala said that there are so many weapons given, but you could bring peace to a nation giving children books.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely. Because it's the future.
Is so, yeah.
Yeah. I will cheers to you with my Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I need a little bit Coca-Cola in between.
And some water.
And some water. Yeah, so back to our little bit of a love topic. I think as a mother it's also very important to love yourself. I noticed that I try to do so much for Lily and Andy and my parents, and sometimes I forget myself in the process. And I think self-love is a big issue with mothers. Like, I'm a new mom, so I'm just, well, new mom, she's 9 months old, but I'm really trying to get into this role, you know, to give her everything, to give hubby.
But
you
this
know.
won't end. It will always be like that. And it will be like that even if she's 5 years old or 10 years old. And you will sometimes have a crisis and say, oh, I forgot about myself.
Yeah.
Again and again and again.
But it's important to remind ourselves that we need to do that for ourselves as well. Like you said,
Yeah.
you have your me time, and I think it's very important.
Me time sounds so, it's like date nights.
I know.
It's Insta language. I don't like it, but it's like that.
But it is like that. It's you time.
You need
no?
these
How would you
moments.
call it? Come up with another creative word for it.
Busy Zeit, bevor ich den kleinen Stresser wieder abholen muss.
And
Ja.
abgekürzt?
Busy Zeit.
Busy
Zeit.
Zeit.
Busy Zeit.
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 How about just...
It's like, I'm really happy when I can read an article in a newspaper. and
You have
I-
time to read, girl? Oh my
okay,
God.
It's like I'm trying to read a book like for 1 year now.
Oh my God.
And
I have to somehow make time for myself. I'm really bad at that between my work and Andy and Lily, because I also try to give Andy a lot of attention. Like,
Of
I know
course.
big divorce rates I've read is when you have a baby, then you give all of your attention to the baby, and then you don't have enough attention for your husband or your partner, you know, and it's a big issue. I have that also in my
yeah, but
in
you
my
are
friends'
also you see
circle.
yourself again in this role. Just
But you
I
know,
don't know.
I enjoy.
I think this all comes from outside.
But not really. I do enjoy my time with Andy, like the romantic stuff and everything is back.
When
I'm
I
still
see
actually.
you are having fun. Even I don't know. I saw you before, like putting clothes on Lily, which is really hard job.
It's hard to put clothes on
Yes,
babies.
and you were having
Yeah.
fun together, and you were
We have
such a
fun
nice
together.
family.
Yeah.
So everything is okay.
We're looking, by the way, for a good contraceptive method because I don't want to get pregnant again. Like I don't know. I'm so stuck.
I think the
have
best
no
way.
idea.
I wouldn't recommend hormones.
No way.
No way.
Dude, speaking of hormones, so I have to tell you guys something embarrassing today, like, because I made, like, I started weaning a week ago. I breastfed Lily for 9 months, and I started weaning, abstillen, and the hormones will go like, wow, my hormones are crazy. And then, like, Andy said something cute, and I started crying like a little bitch at breakfast. So the hormones is horrible, and honestly, hormones suck. Which other way could we have contraceptives these days? I don't want to wear a condom with Andy, you know, it's my
I think-
husband.
Like we have to leave some things behind. There's also things we have to remember from former times, and it's like the old methods. It's like
Which ones? Pulling out? No, that's very dangerous.
no. But there's also technical help, you know. But it's the same concept. It's these
Daisy.
computer, these monitors.
That's what I wanted to get.
Daisy
I
or
wanted Daisy.
Persona. These
Yeah.
are these monitoring things
Yeah.
which are counting the days, and they know exactly when you're ovulating,
think they're
and
good?
then you have to. Of course, they are working. They are working well, and I think this is much better.
I need to
because-
get it. I need to get it. Because Andy and I are full in swing, and
Or if you're really, really
I cannot
sure,
get pregnant again.
Or if
I
you really,
I
if
do
you're
not
really
want to.
sure, then also Andy could do the move.
Vasectomy.
Yes, which is
Wow.
returnable, huh?
I don't want it to be returning. I don't. I've done.
No, but it's nothing that's forever. So if he, I don't know,
I
if
don't
he
wanna
gets
put
in
him
this
through
midlife
that.
crisis and he wants to marry a 20-year-old and make her 4 children, then he can,
No
you know.
chance. He would be scared of me.
But
What? You want a divorce? Say that again. And then I turn like, there's like, do you Snapchat? No. There's like in Snapchat, there's a filter where the woman, where the woman or the man, like you turn
I'm
into a
very
dragon.
unmodern in this. I
You
don't.
turn into a dragon, and I'll be, you want a divorce, and I'm a dragon. No, there ain't no divorces in this family. My parents didn't have one. The grandparents,
I just want to explain
nobody.
that a vasectomy
yeah,
is
okay.
returnable.
I cannot go through all this again. I had such a tough birth. It was horrible, and the pregnancy was not easy. Like, I don't know. It was very tough for me. I can't.
Yeah, but you have the cutest girl.
I can't go through that again. I can't. I just can't. It was horror, 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 horror.
So, but then you both have to take care that this won't happen again. But I think all these definite things are not good.
Yeah, I agree. All right. If you guys have any ideas for me, any contraceptive ideas, send in the comments.
But if you have another child, then the contraceptive ideas are obsolete because you won't have sex anymore.
Oh yeah. So after
are
the second
always in
child,
your
the
bed.
sex. We still have sex. So if after the second child, the sex stops. Oh
No.
yay!
I don't know how people
You don't have
make
time
that.
to have sex. I mean, but honestly, how do you have time? Like Lily, it's one child. I have a very active baby. I think I read about it. It's called active baby. It's very She's very active. I cannot imagine in that equation putting another child. What would I do?
And
How
if
do you
think-
do it?
And if you think that Lily is an active baby, then you have to imagine this like the boy is from hell.
I could imagine.
He's a hooligan.
But
A girl is not. And I asked other parents, and they said, "Yeah, boys are different." Yes.
but Lily is very.
Yeah, but Alba was as well. But my boy is like, okay.
Yeah?
He thinks he's from the Cirque du Soleil. He would have climbed up here now, and he's crazy. He's really crazy.
It's good. He has your fire. Oh.
Yeah.
He's Latina blood, you know.
Yeah.
He's a Latin blood, you know. He's hot. And his beautiful eyes. Oh, I love it. I think Lily has the same eye color as your son.
Yeah.
Slowly she's getting... When do the eye colors change? At 9 months they don't change anymore, right?
They say it can change like after a year, but she will stay with blue eyes, I think.
So I think we talked about everything there is under the blue sky. Do we have anything, a little Abschieds, a goodbyes thing for new mothers? If they're frustrated or they don't know what to do or they don't know how to deal with their partners or careers, what can we tell them? You're a mother longer than me. What can you tell them?
I think being a mother is hard work, but it's not a profession. So you just do it
Yeah,
the way you can.
as best as you can.
The children don't come with instructions, so
You could only do your best. We only try to do our best, you know.
But it's all you do from the heart is the best for your child.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Yeah. And don't, you know what, I have a big, actually I have a big advice what really helps me. Don't compare yourself to anyone else.
Yeah.
Nowhere, not even to your best friend, not to the Instagram girls, not to the TV, like just don't compare yourself to anyone because you're going to go mad. You cannot compare.
And if you ever fall into this trap, then just think you have the biggest fans because your children love you the way you are, and you are the greatest, and you are the most beautiful, and you are the toughest, and you are the one for them.
Yeah.
So
They look up at you with big eyes. And do you miss your times? Because you remember we used to go out to this event and this press trip and that. Do you miss like doing exclusively that?
no,
I understand you.
I don't miss it.
I mean, I miss
and
it a little,
and I'm
but
away 2 hours, and I'm missing my children.
that's exactly what I have. You know what I started doing? I did miss the trips and stuff. So now I do all of my trips on weekends, and I pack Andy and Lily up, and they come with me on my jobs.
And even then, when something is like, oh, something is disturbing her sleep or something, I will never do this again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just take them with me on the job. Like, I don't know. I'm like, even now, I was so happy. Wow, they're gone. They're gone for an hour. I missed them terribly already.
Yeah, I'm already thinking
Of course.
I could pass by Siesmeyer and get some cake or something for them, or
Speaking of cake, I think there's a cake waiting for us. Should we go eat it?
nice. Yep.
We're going to go have fun. Thank you guys for listening to us. I think there's still so much to talk about, but we're going to do another episode.
About feminism,
Yeah.
about literature, about, I don't know.
About everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many things.
So many things. All right. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
me.
coming here and gracing me with your presence and your knowledge. This is, by the way, my friend. She's an encyclopedia. It's a human encyclopedia. She knows everything about everything. The only other person I know like this is Andy's father. He's also
Don't
like you.
ask me anything about maths.
All right.
Don't do it.
There we have it. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.